Alex Lake, 4076.
Tom Arrowsmith, 1392.
And the piece of repertoire that we've decided to build on is Blackadder Goes Forth, written by Ben Elton and Richard Curtis. And we decided to title our piece, Blackadder, Pain in the Arts.
And so, the chap sitting at the front. Right. Baldrick, you better not mess this up, or you're fired. You hear me? Fired. 4 minutes when a horse in Findus lasagna.
Don't worry, Mr. B.
I did not get my peership by waxing Lord Sugar's back for 4 months to be called Mr. B.
Sorry, my lord.
Now, this painting is bloody important to me. Do you hear? More important than finding out my wife had an affair with a small tortoise named Colin, who incidentally made a fantastic soup.
My lord, how can a tortoise make a soup because it hasn't got any hands?
The same way your brain makes meaningful connections, Baldrick. Now, this plan is of vital importance.
A plan so cunning you could stick a tail on it and call it a fox.
Yes, the plan is to let this painting come home with me. I have no intention of letting it go home with anybody else. Your job, Baldrick, is to sit amongst the bidders and bid on my behalf, but you must do it discreetly.
My lord, why this one? It's had a cloth in it for over 100 years.
That is a painting my great-great-grandfather acquired during his time in the trenches.
I never had any great-great-grandfathers. I had a few alright ones.
Don't mess this up, Baldrick. Don't be silly. The next lot today is lot number 473. It is an exquisite painting depicting the horrors of war, as seen by master painter Georget in 1915, most famous for his picture The Nun and the Hun, which is hung beside the Mona Lisa at the Louvre, Paris. Who will start me at £50,000?
£50,000!
55!
£100,000!
£150,000!
£100,000 on the internet bid about £200,000. Any more? Any more?
200,000!
£200,000. 250 to the internet bidder.
£300,000!
£300,000.
£350,000!
£350,000. Turn around over there. Do I hear any more? Going once. Going twice.
Yeah, JP, the proper balance. I'll see you in a bit, bruv. Yeah. Sorry, mate. What am I missed? Like, I've been head over tail all morning. I tell you, the rain delay this morning set me back so many hours. There were more puddles on the pitch than there were inbreds in Harrow. Right then, where are we?
Well, the final bid for a very important painting. Do I hear any more?
£1 more than whatever's last bid.
So that brings us to £350,001.
Oh, crumbs. The quinoa budget's going to take a bit of a hit this month.
Do I hear more? This exquisite painting by Georget.
Georget?
Yes.
I think you'll find that you mean George. As in the Grand War painter George. My great-great-grandfather George. Ladies and gentlemen, I have reason to believe that this painting belongs to me and my family.
Do you have any, evidence?
As a matter of fact, I don't. But I do have a story. A story of friendship, companionship, together in the trenches, and betrayal, and trust, and splitting of friendship.
£350,002!
What are you doing?
I'm carving something onto this bullet, sir.
What are you carving?
Baldric, sir.
Why?
It's a cunning plan, actually.
Of course it is.
Well, you know they say somewhere that there's a bullet with your name on it.
Yes.
Well, I thought if I owned a bullet with my own name on it, I'd never get hurt by it because I'd never shoot myself.
Oh. Shame.
And the chances of there being 2 bullets with my name on it are very slim indeed.
That's not the only thing around here that's very small indeed, Baltic. Your brain, for example, is so minute that if a hungry cannibal cracked it open, there wouldn't be enough inside to cover a small water biscuit.
Tyho, pip, pip, and Bernard's your uncle.
In English, you say, good morning.
Look what I've got for you, sir.
What is it?
It's the latest issue of King and Country. Damn inspiring stuff. The magazine that tells the Tommies the truth about the war.
Or, alternatively, the greatest book of fiction since Vows of Fidelity were included in the French marriage service.
Oh, come now, sir. You can't deny that this mag is good for the morale of men.
Certainly not. I just think more can be achieved by giving the men some real toilet paper.
No, I'm not with you at all. What can any patriotic chap have against this wonderful mag?
Apart from his bottom.
Well, yes. Look at it.
The stuff's about as convincing as Dr. Cummings' defence lawyer. All the British Tommies are 6'6" with biceps the size of Bournemouth.
Thoroughly inspiring stuff. Oh, and look, sir, this also arrived for you today.
Do you know what this is, Lieutenant?
It's a good old service revolver.
Wrong. It's a brand new service revolver, which I've been suspiciously sent without asking for. I smell something fishy. And I'm not talking about the contents of Baldrick's apple crumble.
You know, that's funny, because we didn't know all those new trench climbing ladders either.
New ladders?
Yes, they arrived yesterday, and I issued them to the men, and they were absolutely thrilled. Isn't that right, men?
Yes, sir. First solid fuel since we burned the cat.
Something's going on, George, and I've been an educated guess what it is. Something you would find very hard to do.
Oh, true. Where I was at school, education could go and hang as long as a boy could hit a good 6, sing the school song very loud, and take a hot crumpet from behind without blubbing.
I, on the other hand, am a fully rounded human being with a degree from the University of Life, a diploma from the School of Hard Knocks, and 3 gold stars from the kindergarten of getting the shit kicked out of me. My instincts lead me to deduce that we're the last about to go over the top.
Great Scott, sir! You mean the moment's finally arrived for us to give Harry Hine a darn good British-style thrashing, 6 of the best trousers down?
If you mean, are we going to get killed, then yes. Clearly, Field Marshal Haig is about to make a bit of a gargantuan effort to move his drinks cabinet 6 inches closer to Berlin.
What? Bravo, Simo! Let's get to it then! Up and over to glory. Last one to Berlin's a rotten egg.
Give me your hand, Lieutenant.
Yes, perhaps some clever hat camouflage might be in order.
Permission to speak, sir.
Granted, we do sense the exhaustion and dread.
I've got a plan of getting us out of getting killed, sir.
Oh yes, what is it?
Cooking.
I see.
Well, you know Staff HQ is always looking out for good cooks. Well, we could go over there, cook them something nice, and we get out the trenches that way.
Baldric, it's a brilliant plan.
Is it?
Yes, it's superb.
Permission to write home immediately, sir. A Baldric's never had a brilliant plan. We've tried for centuries and they've all been total pigswill. My mother will be pleased as punch.
If only she was as good looking as Punch Baldric. There is, however, one slight flaw in your plan.
Oh.
You're the worst cook in the entire world.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There are people on Saturn who can boil an egg better than you. Your filet mignon and sauce béarnaise looks like a dog's turd covered in glue. Your plum duff tastes like a molehill decorated in rabbit droppings.
Well, again, it's...
Your cream custard has the same texture as cat's vomit.
Again, it's...
If you serve one of your meals in HQ, you would be arrested for the greatest mass poisoning since Lucretia Borgia invited 500 of her closest friends around for a wine and anthrax party. We'll have to find a better plan.
Right. How about a nice meal while you chew over it?
What's on the menu?
Rat. Sauté or fricassee?
Oh, the agony of choice. Sauté involves,
Well, you take a freshly shaven rat and you marinate it in a puddle for a while
for how long?
until it's drowned. Then you stretch it out under a nice hot light bulb, and then when you get within dashing distance of the tree, you stuff it right down.
So that's sautéing. And fricassee?
Exactly the same, just a bigger rat.
Well, call me Mr. Old Unadventurous, but I'm afraid I'm going to miss just this once.
Hey, no more for us then, eh, sir?
Absolutely private, tally her, bath, bath.
Hello, the Savoy Grill. Oh, it's you. What do you want, darling?
Who's on the phone, darling? I insist. Let me speak.
It's Captain Darling to you, Blackadder. General Melchett wants to speak to you about a highly important secret mission. Captain Blackadder speak to you, sir.
Ah, yes, the special mission. Blackadder, now, what I'm about to tell you is absolutely tip-top secret. Is that clear?
It is, sir.
Now, I've compiled a list of those with security clearance. Have you got it, darling?
Yes, sir.
Read it, please.
It's top security, sir. I think that's all the captain needs to know.
Nonsense. Let's hear the list in full.
Very well, sir. List of personnel cleared for Mission Gainsborough, as dictated by General C.H. Melchett. You and me, darling, obviously. Field Marshal Haig, Field Marshal Haig's wife, all Field Marshal Haig's wife's friends, their families servants, their family servants' tennis partners, and some chap I bumped into in the rest today called Bird.
So, it's maximum security. Is that clear?
Quite so, sir. Only myself and the rest of the English-speaking world is to know.
Good man. Now, Field Marshal Haig has formulated a brilliant new tactical plan to ensure final victory in the field.
Would this plan involve us getting out of the trenches and slowly walking towards the enemy?
How do you possibly know that, Blackadder? It's classified information.
It's the same plan we used last time. And the 18 times before that.
Exactly. And that is what is so brilliant about it. We will catch the watchful Hun totally off guard. Doing precisely what we have done 18 times before is exactly the last thing they'll expect to do this time. There is, however, one small problem.
That everyone always gets slaughtered in the first 10 seconds.
That's right. And Field Marshal Haig is worried that this may be depressing the men at hand. So he's looking to find a way to cheer them up.
While his resignation and suicide would seem the obvious solution.
Interesting thought. Make a note of it, darling. Now, have you heard of King and Country?
Ah, yes. Without question, my most favourite magazine. Soft, strong, and thoroughly absorbent.
Corporal Blackadder. I thought it would be right up your alley. Now, Field Marshal Haig's plan is this. To commission a man to do an especially stirring painting for the cover of the next issue, so as to really inspire the men for the final push. What I want you to do, Blackadder, is to labour night and day to find a first-rate artist from amongst your men. We need a man to leave the trenches immediately.
Leave trenches?
Yes.
Can you find this man?
I think I can, sir, and after having left the trenches, I suggest we post our man to Paris to really soak up the artistic atmosphere. I mean, like, perhaps even Tahiti to create a true masterpiece.
Yes, but can you find the man?
Now I know I can, sir. Before you can say sunflowers, I'll have Vincent van Gogh standing before you.
Who was that, sir?
We need to find a first-rate painter in our ranks, Lieutenant. Any thoughts?
Oh, well, to be honest with you, sir, I think the decorator had a hell of a time trying to find him to slap his paintbrush against in here. I mean, perhaps some floral scatter cushions might do the job.
Painter. Somebody who paints paintings.
Why would you paint a painting, sir? If you paint over a painting, you ruin the value of said painting. I remember one time, my great aunt Beatrice gave me a damn good thrashing because I splashed some red food dye over Uncle Pablo's work, and value well deserved for that and all.
You really are as thick as a whale on it, aren't you, George?
Don't stop, sir. It's coming. It's definitely coming. I just wonder if 2 socks and a hand grenade are really the sort of thing that king and country cuts are made of.
There will be. Watson should have shoved up the kite's backside.
Now this is interesting.
What is?
Well, Private Baldrick here is clearly some sort of an impressionist.
Impossible. The only impression he can do is a man of no talent. What's it called, Baldrick? The vomiting cavalier?
No, it's not supposed to be vomit. It's dabs of light.
No, it's vomit.
Yes, I see. Why did you choose that?
Well, you told me to, sir.
Did I?
Yes, you said to paint from whatever comes within. So I painted my breakfast. Look, there's a little bit of tomato.
Hopeless. If only I paid more attention in nursery art class instead of spending my entire time manufacturing papier-mâché woolies to frighten Sarah Wallace.
You know, it's funny, but painting was the only thing I was ever any good at.
Well, it's a pity you didn't keep it up.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did. I wouldn't have thought that normally I'd have shown these to anyone, because they're just embarrassing daubs, really, but, you know, they give me pleasure. They are terrible, in all fairness, though. To be honest, I should just have my hands cut right off.
George, these are brilliant. Why didn't you tell us about these before?
Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet.
These policy hadn't tried it. These can spell my routes for trenches.
Yours?
That's right, ours. What you need to do is paint some road to appeal to the simple-minded Tommy. Over to you, Baldrick.
How about a noble Tommy standing over the body of a ravaged nun that's been done over by a nasty old German?
Excellent! I can see it now. The nun and the Hun.
Brilliant! George, get your easel. Baldrick and I will pose. It'll be art's greatest moment since Mona Lisa sat down and told Leonardo da Vinci she was in a slightly odd mood. Baldrick, you lie down and we're going to be the nun.
It's wet down there.
Well, let's put it this way. Either you lie down and get wet, or you get knocked down and get a broken nose.
It's not so wet after all, is it?
No.
So, who are you going to be then, sir? The noble Tommy?
Precisely. Standing over the body of a ravished nun.
Do you know, my father was a nun.
No, he wasn't.
He was. Whenever he's up in court, the judge would ask, occupation. He would reply, none.
Right, you ready?
Just about, sir. If you'd just like to whip your clothes off and pop them over there for me.
I'm sorry?
If you'd just like to, you know, kit off and pop over there for me, please.
You mean you want me to tackle out?
Well, I prefer so, sir, yes.
May I remind you of the realities of battle, George? One of the first things that anybody seems to notice is that all the protagonists have their clothes on. Neither I nor the Hun, who goes fight our battle, au natural.
But sir, it's artistic license. It's the willing suspension of disbelief.
Well, I've been anybody step disbelief of my bloody suspension, and I come on and paint the bloody thing sharpish.
I want a wimple.
Brilliant, George. The wimple really suits you, Baldrick.
But it completely covers my face.
Exactly. Now, the gem will be here at any moment. When he does, you will leave the talking to me. I like to keep an informal trench, as you know, but on this one occasion, you will only speak with my express permission. Is that clear? Is that clear? We should speak.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Attention! Dog out, attention!
Excellent. At ease. Now then, Blackadder. Good Lord, George!
top hole, sir, with a yin and a yang and a yippity-doo.
Splendid. And your Uncle Bertie sends his regards. I told him you could have boat week off. We wouldn't like you to miss that, would we?
Permission to speak?
Certainly not. Permission to sing boisterously, sir.
If you must.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Belts off, trousers down, isn't like the scream. Hi!
Fabulous. University education, you can't beat it.
Bravo! Now, what have we here? Name?
Permission to speak?
Baldrick, sir.
Ah, tally-ho, yippity-zip, zing-zing, split. So are you looking forward to the final chucker?
Permission to speak? Answer the General Baldrick.
I don't know what he's saying, sir.
Are you looking forward to the final push?
No, I'm absolutely terrified.
The healthy humour of the young Tommy. Don't worry, my boy, if you should falter. Remember that Captain Darling and I are right behind you.
About 55 miles behind you.
Right, stand by your beds, boys. Let's have a look at this artist of yours. Blackadder? Next to me, darling.
Thank you, sir.
So, have you found anyone?
Yes, sir, I think I have. None other than young George here.
Oh, bravo. Well, let's have a shafty then.
He's called this piece War.
Damn silly title, George. Looks more like a couple of socks and a stick of pineapple to me.
Permission to speak, sir.
I think not, actually.
Quite right. If what happens when you open your mouth is anything like what happens when you open your paint box, we shall all be covered in phlegm. Oh no, this isn't what you're looking for at all, is it, darling? No, sir.
Well, there is this one, sir. It's Private Baldrick's. He's, named it My Family and Other Animals.
Oh, good Lord, no.
Well, I'm afraid that's it. Well, apart from this little thing, but...
Now that's more like it.
Who painted this, Blackadder?
Well, actually, it was me.
Permission to speak really quite urgently, sir.
Damn and blast your googly eyes. Will you stop interrupting, George? Now, this is excellent. Blackadder, well done. Congratulations, it's totally inspiring. Makes you want to jump over the top and yell, Yahoo, sucks to Fritzy.
Thank you, sir.
Are you sure you painted this, Blackadder?
Of course I'm sure.
I don't believe you.
How dare you, darling? I can't let that slur pass and what low, suspicious and slanderous reason for this office boy have to think that I would paint this picture.
3 reasons, actually. Firstly, you're in it.
It's a self-portrait.
Secondly, you told us you couldn't paint.
Wow, one doesn't like to blow one's trumpet.
Permission
Denied.
Thirdly, it's signed George.
Well spotted. But not signed George. Dedicated to George. King George. Gentlemen, the king.
The king!
Where?
Bravo, Blackadder. I have absolutely no hesitation in appointing you your official regimental artist. You're a damn fine chap. Not a pen-pushing, desk-sucking, blotter-jotter like Darling here. Eh, Darling?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Permission to jolly well speak right now, sir. Otherwise I might just burst like a bally balloon.
Later, George. Much later.
No!
Congratulations on your new appointment, Blackadder.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I'm particularly fond of having this appointment.
Are you?
Now that you are our official war artist, we can give you the full briefing. The fact is, Blackadder, that the King and Country cover story was just a cover story. We want you, as our top painting bod, to leave the trenches
Good.
tonight
Suits me.
and go out into
No man's land.
Yes.
Not Paris.
No. We want you to come back with accurate drawings of the enemy positions.
You want me to go out into no man's land and paint pictures of the Germans?
Precisely. Good man. With me, darling.
Okay. Right. Total and utter silence. So, for instance, any of you happen to step on any barbed wire, there's no account of it.
Have you just called on some barbed wire, sir?
No boldly with my elbow in a blob of ice cream.
Oh, that's all right then.
Now, where the hell are we?
It's difficult to say, sir. We appear to have crawled into an area marked with mushrooms.
And what do those symbols denote?
That we are in a field of mushrooms.
Lieutenant, that is a military man. It is unlikely to list interesting flora and fungi. The key you find those mushrooms aren't for picking.
Good lord, sir, you're quite right. It says mine. So these mushrooms must belong to the man who made the map.
Either that, or we're in a mine field.
Oh, dear.
So he owns the field as well. They're firing, sir! They're firing!
Ah, yes, thank you, Lieutenant. If they hit me, you'll be sure to let me know, won't you? Now, come on, pick your briefings. We can get out of here.
Don't you think we ought to wait for the light of the flares? After all, my medium is light. I can't paint without it.
Just use your imagination, for heaven's sake. Wait a minute. That's it. But how can you be so stupid?
Usually I'm the stupid one.
I'm not overly furnished in brain.
On this occasion, I've been the most stupidest of all.
Oh, come now, sir. I will not have that. Baldrick and I will always be more stupid than you. Is that right, Baldrick? Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yeah, stupidity, stupidity, stupidity.
The stupidest stupids in the whole history of stupidity.
Finished? Look, the obvious point is, from here, we're back to the donut, and from there, the most imaginative and most exciting drawing from your imagination.
I see. Now that is a challenge.
Quite. Now come on, let's go.
Just one more, sir. Should we happen to tread on a line, what would you advise we do?
Well, standard procedure, Lieutenant, is to jump 200 feet into the air and scatter yourself over a wide
Are you sure this is what you saw, Blackadder?
Absolutely. There may be a few more German armament factories, slightly less elephants.
Well, you know what this means, don't you?
If it's true, we'll have to cancel the push.
Exactly.
Damn! What a nuisance.
Exactly what the enemy would think we would do. Therefore, it is exactly what we shan't do.
Ah.
Now, if we attack here where the line is strongest, then Fritz will think that our reconnaissance is a total shambles. Then we will lull him into a false sense of security, and then next week we can attack here, where the line is actually badly defended. And when the greatest victory since the Winchester flower arranging
Tell me, sir, have you ever visited planet Earth?
So, best fighting trousers on, Blackadder?
Permission to shout bravo at an annoyingly loud volume, sir.
Permission granted.
Bravo!
That's the spirit. Just your kind of caper, eh, Blackadder?
Oh, yes.
Good luck with those elephants.
With me, darling.
Little is known about what happened to the protagonists of our story from this point onwards. Some say they disappeared to fight with the French Foreign Legion. Some say they died in battle. And others say they sailed across the channel on a headload, carrying nothing but this painting and 12 eggs. And I am inclined to believe the latter story about that painting in your hands. I have no intention of letting it leave with you.
What a charming story. Full of heroic deeds and stuff. But that painting is sold to its rightful owner. Me. I mean, follow me. That man over there I've never seen before.
That's right. Lord Blackadder definitely did not tell me to bid on his behalf.
This is farcical! Farcical at best! I had to abandon lunch with Jezza Clarkey for this, not to mention leaving the polo ponies on their own, and we all know how all of that lot get when they have a bite to eat.
Well, that painting is sold. Good day, sir.
Think not! Oh, good Lord! Oh, what a fine purchase you made! Excellent buying! Well done, my friend! The fairness of the bidding process wins again, eh, chaps? Well, hooray for capitalism! I hope you've all had a jolly good time, and I do hope to see you at my next birthday party. I've got a yacht, it's wintering in Montego Bay, where the England cricket team will be there. I do hope to see you all there. Toodle pip, tra now, ciao, bye, toodle pip, bye!
Bollocks.
Attention!